Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Scorpio, please? Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag at the foundation. Okay, what do we have at the sacral, please? So, Three of Swords at the sacral. People hate to see you winning, Scorpio. You're in this Knight of Wands energy. This is a very confident, charming energy. This is also you harnessing your creativity to its, well, I was going to say fullest potential, but there's so much more, Scorpio. They just think it's your fullest potential. They've never seen you functioning out of a space of so much creative output ever, right? It's this sort of energy. This could be future energy. This could be some of you guys right now. But what's so crazy here is, Scorpio, is that this actually breaks people's hearts, right? This is just the only way to put it is like these people are from the upside down, right? It's like they see you doing great and it breaks their heart, right? Or they see you doing bad and it makes them happy. It gives them something to talk about. This is what you guys have come from. Aries, Leo, Sag at the foundation with that Knight of Wands. Libra energy with that Three of Swords at the sacral, which is all related to your passion and creativity. So this has something to do with your output, your creative output, Scorpio. The Moon, Cancer energy at the solar plexus. This is you having trusted your intuition to get yourself into this position in life. These individuals tried to keep you blocked, stuck. You trusted these individuals. You would maybe talk to them about things you wanted to do, things you wanted to create, passions of yours, and they would always do things to attack it, right? Having you function out of a place of low self-esteem, not having any confidence towards the things you're working on. But they would do this in a very underhanded way. They would plant little seeds inside of you, right, to attack your self-confidence, like, oh, you don't really want to do that, do you? Or those expectations are a little unrealistic, or, oh, that's really hard. That's like the hardest thing ever, right? This sort of stuff, right? So it kept you in sort of this energy of feeling inferior to these individuals. Like they wanted you to be small, Scorpio. Who's ever heard of a small Scorpio, right? And I'm not talking about in physical size. I'm talking about in their output, their creative output, their capacity to think big. Scorpios think big. Scorpios are one of the signs that have the ability to take over the world in their own way. It doesn't have to be like a dictator taking over the world. It's like bringing new things, new ways of thinking to people. This is the Scorpio energy. Looking at things differently than other people do. Scorpio is the house of transformation and rebirth. So we want to rebirth, transform ideas, old ways of being that need an upgrade, right? We like to add our flair to things. People aren't going to understand the Scorpio ever. Unless you're talking to another high vibe being Scorpio, no one will ever understand this. So stop expecting them to, right? Because you're just slowing yourself down by doing that. You don't need anybody to validate what you're doing, Scorpio, okay? The only validation you need is from your spirit guides and God, and that comes by way of your intuition. So this is all about trusting yourself and holding your vision, Scorpio. What do we have at the heart? I was just talking about taking over the world, right? And there we are, the world, right at the heart. This is you, Scorpio, having a full understanding of how to bring your visions to full manifestation. The world energy, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. This is you actually learning lessons, though, from this Scorpio. Like you've learned, or you're learning now, that the only way to go when it comes to bringing your visions to full manifestation is to go it alone, right? You don't need other people to make decisions. You're the decision maker. No one else is going to give you what you need, Scorpio. In fact, anybody else who tries to put some sort of, I don't know, piece of their energy into what it is you're trying to manifest is just going to ruin it, or it's just not going to be as good in comparison to you putting all your energy solely into what it is you're trying to manifest. This is a reading here about manifestation so far. What do we have at the throat? What do we have at the throat? The Emperor. This is you taking leadership over your life. You don't need other people's input, Scorpio. You're going to get to where you want to get to so much faster, Scorpio. I'm just getting energy here, Scorpio, where a lot of you have been raised in environments where you need to get outward validation for everything you're working on. I was raised like that. I don't need validation for anything anymore. I just go to God. And I cannot tell you how liberating that feeling is, because every step you make, Scorpio, you see as guided, divinely guided. Everything you do is by way of divine guidance. And when you do this, when you understand this, the confidence boost that you have is unbelievable. You don't second guess anything you do, Scorpio. Every move you make, Scorpio, is deliberate. And when you're being creative and you move deliberately, you start to move faster in your creations, right? You stop second guessing everything. You realize that most of the time, that first attempt, second attempt, or you just know which attempt it is at whatever it is you're working on, is divinely guided, right? You can almost hear the voice of God saying, yep, that's it, keep going, you got it, right? What do we have at the, so Aries energy with that Emperor, what do we have at the third eye? Eight of Wands, right there at the third eye, all related to your intuition. And this is all this information coming through quickly. This is a deliberate energy right here. This goes along perfectly with what I'm saying. This Emperor matched with this Eight of Wands here. This is this information coming through, this guidance, and you moving in a very deliberate manner. What do we have at the Crown? Oh, what do we have there? Is it the Death card? Yep. There we go. Boom. And there you are, Scorpio. Death. Right there at the Crown. I love when death comes out at the Crown. This is transformation, rebirth. Death to old ways of doing things. Death to old patterning. Death to these learned behavioral patterns that never suited you and will never suit you, Scorpio. This is all about you. You taking leadership and ownership over all your moves moving forward. See, when you align with your divinity, Scorpio, there's no second guessing. There's no hesitation. You just do. It's either you do or you don't. There's nothing in between. There's no gray area. Scorpio, you have a lot of big changes coming your way. This is an energy here of huge transformation. This really is the next logical step in your transformation, Scorpio. It's like God saying, okay, my child, you've done a lot of work. You've completely transformed yourself, your foundation, your life has been completely rebirthed on the ashes of the old, and you have risen, Scorpio, like the phoenix from the ashes. And now, Scorpio, what I want you to do is, as you move forward, you march forward, every action you take will be a deliberate one. There's no hesitation, Scorpio. And this is a very, very powerful position to move into. What do we have at the foundation, please? Ten of Cups at the foundation, fur. I do feel this is families for a lot of you. See, the Scorpio collective, it's the family, right? Or it's people close to you that want to keep you stuck because they're jealous. They don't want to see you doing well, Scorpio, because, see, that whole Scorpio energy makes people look in the mirror at themselves. And Scorpio just brings that energy without even knowing they're bringing that energy. I mean, a lot of you know you bring that energy now because you've ascended, you understand what your energy is, and it just is what it is. When God puts people into your life, it's typically because those people need to be taught a lesson. You reflect back to people, Scorpio, everything that's unhealed about them. Once people come in contact with you, Scorpio, they're never the same ever again. What do we have at the sacral, please? Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, at the sacral. These are these energies you've been dealing with. These very aggressive, mean-spirited energies. I'm picking up on toxic family members here. People that saw you from like the moment of inception, right? This is why they think they have some authority over you. You know, they have some say-so over you because you're maybe younger than them, something like this. There's just an energy here of some toxic authority figures in your life that think that they can have a say-so in your life. But your steps are divinely guided now, Scorpio. They've lost any control that they may have had over your life at one point in time. Three of Swords stacked with Queen of Wands. This is this Queen of Wands energy, male or female, and this is Queen of Wands in reverse, by the way. Being faced with themselves now. Because the thing is, Scorpio, a lot of your success, a lot of your growth, no, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and say all of your success and growth was built on the ashes of the past. It always is, right? Like I said, Phoenix rising from the ashes. But for a lot of you, this was like problems you had with your family, however this shows up for you. So your creative output is going to encompass a lot of this energy. What do we have at the solar plexus? And this is what threatens these individuals. This is what forces them to look in the mirror at themselves. Four of Cups, Cancer energy at the solar plexus. And here it is, right there. It says it all, Scorpio. Look, that horse is like, I just don't know why. In the 11th hour, everything just falls apart. And that weird bird's like, that's okay, guy. Just stay here with me. Just listen to me next time, right? And this bird, see how he's cocking his hand back and he's tripping the horse right there? This is somebody who was sabotaging you the whole time. And you didn't know it, Scorpio, until you did. You had to have some sort of spiritual awakening, though, to actually understand what was taking place here. This is what came to light. This is what was hidden from you. The moon stacked with Four of Cups. This is the sabotaging energy, always coming after you and your manifestations without you even knowing it. These are the individuals that were looking you right in the eyes, Scorpio, when you were telling them things you were working on. You didn't even know it. This is like an energy of you being excited about something you're creating, and maybe you're talking to like your mother about it, and your mother just is a hateful bitch, right? And the whole time, you're telling her what you're working on there, she's taking notes, right? And then as soon as you say get off the phone with her, you're done talking to her, she's doing everything in her power to make sure that you never, ever, ever pull whatever it is you were talking to her about to full material manifestation. You didn't even know this, and I feel as though this was happening from childhood, destroying all your wishes and hopes for yourself. By doing things behind the scenes, clicking up with other people, bringing other people in to sabotage you, based off of lies and gross manipulation tactics. What do we have at the heart, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the heart? So we have Izalel, Page of Pentacles, Loyalty from the Angel Tarot. And then we have Belith, Wastrels and Vagabonds, Knight of Cups, Reverse energy from the Occult Tarot. So we'll start here with this Knight of Cups and Reverse energy. This is this energy, Scorpio, that made you feel like, or literally told you, I feel like it was both, that your expectations for yourself were unrealistic. These are people that were always comparing you to other individuals to make you feel smaller than the next individual. Like you're telling them about something, they're like, oh yeah, so-and-so's done that. You know, have you watched so-and-so? They're great, right? Just taking the attention and focus off of you. You know, I remember before I was here, before I had my YouTube channel, and before I had my podcast, I was talking about the subject matter that I wanted to really try and focus on to somebody in my family. Immediately, they shot it down by comparing me to a talk show host, right? Oh, well, you know, so-and-so does that. Like, what? It makes no sense, right? This person's like a huge star. They have been for decades. And now she's got this talk show and she talks about, you know, family issues and stuff like this. But it's not even close to what I do. But it was just a desperate attempt of trying to devalue what it is I do. Be careful of this, Scorpio. There's people out there that want to devalue you. And then we have Izalel, Loyalty, Page of Pentacles energy. This is you, Scorpio, stepping into this very abundant energy. This is what you've always been searching for. But it was always right there in your hands. It was just the individuals you had around you were always messing with your manifestation skills. always sabotaging you from all these new opportunities that were coming your way by influencing you with poor decision making. This went on for a very, very, very long time. I feel as though some of these individuals actually sabotaged jobs you had. It's just something about these people, Scorpio. And they were the closest people to you that did this to you without you knowing. How scary is that? That sort of feeling is one of the loneliest feelings you can ever have. When you find out that the people closest to you are actually your worst enemy, staring you right in the face the entire time. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle. And here you are entrusting them. And they were using all that to stop you this entire time. The cruelty, the level of cruelty and wickedness that went into keeping you stuck, Scorpio, is of monumental proportions. It's hard to even fathom that individuals would spend their life doing this, keeping you away from your purpose, right? But it does make sense when you look at things from a universal perspective, when you look at things from the eyes of the universe and what it is that you're actually manifesting into your life and the impact it has on so many individuals. Then you start to understand that the devil was working through these individuals in your life the entire time. They were possessed. And when you take this universal perspective around things, it makes perfect sense, Scorpio. Right? That's why I always say, if people are putting so much into holding you back, then your purpose must be a great one, Scorpio. They want to make sure that you feel like you're nothing in this world, that you'll never achieve any of these things. If you feel that way, or there's individuals around you that make you feel that way, just know, Scorpio, your purpose is a great one. These people do not know what they're doing. They're possessed. They made themselves vessels for something low vibrational and demonic. They are soldiers of the devil, sent here to keep soldiers of the divine repressed and broken and away from stepping into their purpose. Your purpose is your mission in this lifetime. Your mission all has to do with raising the collective vibration. Do you think the devil wants to raise the collective vibration? No, he wants to lower it. So, when a Scorpio doesn't step into their purpose, this is the vibration of the planet lowering because you're not showing up to your mission. This is the most simple way I can put it, Scorpio. Okay, so you're either going to get it or you're not. I think a lot of you guys get it now, though. What do we have at the throat? Page of Wands, and there you are, understanding what it is I just said, right? Oh my God, I get it now, I understand. The preventing God, propagation of light, confounds the wicked and slanders, saves from enemies. This is you running towards your mission and purpose now, Scorpio. This is you understanding what has taken place here. This is you waking up to the matrix and getting to your allocated position in this lifetime. You're in this very enthusiastic, creative, high energy now, Scorpio, moving towards these opportunities, having understood what has taken place here. Your wings just pop out of your back, right? As soon as you remember who you are, what your mission is. What do we have at the Aries, Leo, Sag, that Page of Wands? What do we have at the third eye? Six of Cups. This is all these illusions ending now at the third eye. God who steers all men. Motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. This is an energy here of all this illumination taking place as this illusion ends, because you're going through an ascension. An ascension is when your vibration is rising. I feel like there's an angel in your life that's helping you raise your vibration, that's helping you ascend. If you hear little ringing in your ear, stuff like this, these are symptoms of ascension. Your vibration is rising. You're making changes in your life that are aligning you with your divinity. So you'll start to get a lot of ringing in your ears. It's very hard to try and decode all of that, but just pay attention to it. And all it really is a moment where you just need to stop and focus on your divinity. Focus on the fact that there are high vibrational angels around you assisting you and helping you because you're stepping into that alignment. It should be a moment when you feel at ease, Scorpio, because you know you're on path, heading in the direction you're supposed to be heading, that North Node position in life. Around all these individuals saying that your expectations for yourself were unrealistic. See, they wanted you to live in the past, right? Which keeps you in a place of being stuck. It doesn't allow you to actually grow. It doesn't allow you to move forward and step into alignment with your divinity and your purpose. It's an energy that wants you to be focused on the past so you don't move forward. What do we have at the crown? I just saw the King of Cups. What do we have at the crown? And there you are, Scorpio. Cancer energy, the Chariot at the crown. Who is like God. Perseverance, success in conflict, overcoming adversity. So this is you now heading in the direction of your purpose. You're in this North Node position in life. This is an energy of victory. It's an energy of focus. It's all about this change that's coming into your life as you're ascending. You taking complete control over your surroundings, your purpose. You're steering your own ship is what it comes down to, Scorpio. The ship that all the individuals that have come into your life told you you could never, ever steer. The ship was always made for you, no one else, Scorpio. It was all just a big bamboozling. It was all a game. You've awakened to this now. You understand why you're here, you understand your divinity, and you're moving very quickly towards your purpose, or you're already inside your purpose. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like a personal reading. All that information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donation, Scorpio. Take care.